have a bunch of these. I believe I got them from Dollar Tree, and they're just plastic sorter organizers, and I use these specifically for my annual receipts. I keep all of my receipts in one of these, and I have these going back years and years. So I just went through my stash and picked out the next color that I wanted to use for this year. Just so happens to be black. So I'm just going to place something right in the front that says 2026 receipts. So let's see. First off, I need to cut down a little bit of this excess since we are working with a very small piece. And let's see, I'm going to bring in my, small scrap for transfer tape. And let's just see here. I think this one will be good. All right. Okay. All right, we'll put that back. And where's my scraper? Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and place this on real quick. Like that. Perfect. And we're going to go ahead and just burnish this down really, really well. And the back. Okay, I've got my rubbing alcohol and my microfiber cloth. And let's go ahead and just clean off the area that I'm going to be adding this to. And I'm going to keep it put together. That way I know exactly where my little label should go. Okay, there's that. Put this back. Let's go ahead and remove the transfer sheet. It's time for me to redo my nails again. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this as straight as I can. Okay, now this particular material is not always really, really good for vinyl. I think it's because of, well, I know it's because of the material, but we will do the best that we can. Okay, where is my little, looking for my little weeder here so I can pick up a corner. Yeah, and just like I thought, I mean, once it's down, but sometimes just getting it down takes a little bit of effort, but that's okay. We have all the time in the world, right? When it comes to our crafts, this is what we love to do. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and undo this to see. Okay, and that does make it a little bit easier. There we go. Okay. And now that is, let me see, I'm just looking for the bottom here. Okay, so there is that. Now place this off to the side because I can use that again. But now my pocket is all ready to add my receipts into it. There we go. And I think already I do. I have something already stored in here, my Hobby Lobby, so that's good. Okay, let me just see here. I just want to clean this off. I noticed it's just a little bit dusty. These have been sitting at the top of my holiday walk-in closet for literal years. So, oh, that came out really, really pretty. Okay, so there is that one. Good, because I've been meaning to do this for quite some time, and we're already in February. Okay, let's see here. Let's move on to our next project. Okay, next up we have this notebook that I have had for quite some time. I just fell in love with it. I'm not sure where I purchased it. Let me just see. I am a sucker for pens, markers, and notebooks. Actually, anything really stationery driven. So this is just a lined notebook that I thought would be great to start my new year with. It does have this like what's the word? Maybe kind of like a velvety kind of feel to it, almost like a suede leather kind of feel to it. It's really, really pretty. And it does come with this pink satin ribbon bookmark that I think is just so, so pretty. I was thinking that I want to add something to the bottom of it, but we shall see. I need to go through all of my things and kind of think about what I want to do. But I was toying with adding some pretty vinyl to this, but what kind of drew me away from that is because of the really pretty feeling of it. I don't think that vinyl is really going to stick because of the texture of this book. So I went through my stickers and I'm like, okay, I need to start going through some of my patches. So originally I wanted to do something like this, going this way, but because I really wanted to use this one here, I decided on turning it to the side and using it this way. Now it does seem like it's a little bit longer, but we do have quite a bit of space between here, so I think it's gonna work. So this is what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and just open this up super quickly. Now, normally when I'm working with something like this, I'll figure out where my middle is or my middle letter and then work out from there. But because this is a even number of patches. See, I'm just gonna remove the bottom paper. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, I'm just going to take a stab here and decide that this is where I want it. This is right. Let's just see here. I got to stand up so I can really look at. Okay, I'm not going to press it down too much. Let's remove the paper backing. Okay, let's see, and then let's bring over this one and this one. Remove the paper backing. These are just so simple to do, and they look so luxe. Okay, and then we'll do this last one here. Okay, yep. This, I'm going to have to move this over just a little bit, and that's okay. That's why I didn't want to. Okay, I'm going to move it over just a little bit. Okay, that looks even. Okay, and again, I'm not going to put it down too much until I'm absolutely positive. Okay, well, my camera cut out, but I did want to show you the finished project, and look at how cute that came out. I am absolutely obsessed with this notebook. I love it. And so simple to use up those patch stickers. Just easy application. Love it. Okay, so there I have my newest notebook all ready and waiting for me to begin all my note taking. Okay, so there's that. Let's see, what else do I have? Okay, next up I have this little half-size notebook. I love to jot. Now these types of notebooks are great for me because I love to jot just really quick to-do lists. So something this size is always nice to have in my stash, and I'm trying to think where I found this. If this was Hobby Lobby. It may have been Hobby Lobby, but I'm not quite sure. So, what I thought is instead of doing vinyl, this also has a very kind of like a creamy texture to the top, so not sure how vinyl would necessarily lay down. So, again, I'm going back to my patches and seeing what I can use, and I found this one that I thought would be perfect. So let's just see here. Pull this out, and then let's take off the back. Now, is this an iron? Yep, it is an iron-on and a sticker. So let's see. Do I want it? No, not at the top. Okay, I like that. And I like to bring in my T-ruler just to make sure that it's nice and straight. It takes 2 seconds to use. I love using this. It just gives me a little better feeling to know that it is really straight. So there we go. How quick was that, right? And look at how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, I am just so excited about these new notebooks. Fabulous. Okay, so I am ready with another notebook. Okay, let's see, what else do we have to do? Okay, next up is I'm thinking about redoing my coffee station in my kitchen, and one of them is I have been slowly picking up straw toppers and little accessories for my cups and things like that, little chains, and I want to have some place where I can kind of corral it and I can easily find what I'm looking for, and then I can easily just place it all back. So I just picked up these two. This was from Hobby Lobby, and then this I picked up from my local grocery store the other day when I went in to pick up a few things. This kind of just jumped out at me. So I've had these drawers from Target Dollar Spot for quite some time, and I use them for all sorts of different things. But I thought it would be great because it already has these little dividers to add my straws and my toppers and things like that. Anything else that I can see using. So first thing I need to do is I need to clean this up because this has been bouncing around my area for quite some time. So I'm going to go ahead and just bring in my microfiber cloth and my rubbing alcohol. And let's go ahead. I'm just going to clean the inside super quickly here. Let's see, just real quickly, just do the inside. Even though I'm not going to place any vinyl, it's just to give it just a nice, quick little clean. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just put this top, I'm going to push it off to the side for a moment. Now, the good thing about these types of containers is that you really can use them a multitude of ways. Let me push this off for a second. So, like for instance, this is the body of it, and you just slide it right on in, and these are stackable, so you can use it this way, right? Or I have on instances, I've taken out the drawer and I've stood this up, and now I've got a larger container that I can use for other things. So it really does depend on what you're using it for, and I'm always trying to think of different ways that I can use it. Okay, I've already gone ahead and cut out using my Cricut maker for my little icon. I did a little white Stanley cup with pink accents, and I thought that I could place it right here as my little icon for accessories. So let's go ahead and add some transfer tape to it, and let's get this all placed on. For the sake of time, I did go through these because I have so many projects that I need to get done. I went ahead and I weeded out all of my designs. It's just going to save on timing because I do have quite a bit of things that I need to get done. Okay, there we go. I was gonna do words, but because we're looking at, I believe this is a 2 by 2 inch square, it really doesn't give us a lot of space, so my words would be really, really small. And to be honest with you, I don't like weeding small words. They are just too much for me. So I try not to wherever possible. Okay, I just fixed the little straw because I thought it looked kind of funny having like kind of 2 lines. So I just took one of the lines off, but so pretty. Okay, so I've got my new little tumbler accessory all done. Now let's go ahead and just pop in some of the things that I have with me here. Okay, so let's go ahead and just add some of these. We'll add maybe those there and maybe these over here. And then as I'm organizing my kitchen with all of my tumbler accessories, then I'll go through and do a little bit more organization. But for now, this will work just perfectly. Okay, so I am so happy to have this done as well. There are just so many things that need to get done. All right, let's see what else we have. Okay, next up I have this gold sparkle pouch that I picked up from Hobby Lobby during my last little outing there. And this is a last minute kind of addition to this these projects, only because I really couldn't think of what I wanted to use this for. And then I was doing a monogram project with another product, and these were all the negatives that came out of it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use the negatives from another project and place it on this one. That way, if it's my monogram, I don't have to state that it's for a particular reason. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so that is what I'm going to do. So this is why I call this my kind of bonus project. I am not using extra vinyl. It is vinyl that I've already had and already weeded. Okay, first things first is I need to grab myself another little piece of, let's see here, wax paper, so I can very easily transfer. Let's see here. And what I did was, as I was weeding, I just went ahead and I placed it on one of these sheets that I love using. Here we go. Okay. Like this. Now let me see. Can I see my grid lines? Because I am going to want to have this as straight as possible. Okay, so at least I know I've got my C, my middle initial, all good there. And then I just need to make sure that I pick up the right letter. Okay, let's see here. I'm just going to move it over just a skosh. Okay, that looks good. And then let's get the other R. Let's see, how does that look? Oh, not bad at all. Okay, I'm liking it. Okay, so now that we have that, and I will go ahead and save this one for another project. Okay, let's get some transfer tape. Okay, we've got that, we've got that. Let's go ahead and burnish this down. Just work with what we have, right guys? Okay, let's go ahead and clean off our blank. Make sure that we know where our front is. Okay. So there is that. Let's go ahead and grab this. There we go. And I will go ahead and save this because this is still good. And let's see, do we want it? Let's see, do we want it in the middle or at the bottom? Ugh. Doing it in the middle is less forgiving, so you'll see if you're slightly off, but if you place it at the bottom, it's a little more forgiving. So I'm gonna do it at the bottom. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and burnish this down. Let me see if I can open this up. Will it go? No, it won't. I was looking to see if it would open up like all the way so I could burnish it really, really well. Very slowly. Oh, that's perfect. That came out so, so nice. Absolutely love it. Okay, let's go ahead and just place this back on so I can use this again. Let's see. In here, and then I have my little sheet and I will place that right on in here. Not that I have to because I have tons in here, but this way I am not wasting anything. Okay, so there is that. You gotta love all this. Cute, cute, cute. Oh my goodness, I love this. There we go. Very, very pretty. Okay, so there is another one that I can tick off my list. So I'm just bringing in my little list here. What do I have to do? Okay, so I already did that one. I did that one. Tumbler. Okay, let's see, what else can we do? Oh, and this one we did. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do this other little project. Okay, next up I have this little plastic container in the shape of a bow. I picked this up recently from Hobby Lobby, and what I did was I just cut out some little tan flowers with pink middles. And let's see here if I can get this all up in one fell swoop. Let's see, can I do it? Ooh, let's see. Oh, yay, I love it when labels come off easily. It makes me love these companies even more. No problemo, as they say, right, guys? Now, because it didn't come off all at once, I will need to get all of this gook off. So let me grab something and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just gonna grab some of this real quickly. Okay, move this over. And just like that, it is all off. Okay, now I will just further clean it because obviously now it's a little bit slick. I will go ahead and use my rubbing alcohol. We're going to get all the oils and everything off of it. There we go. And like it never even happened. Love, love, love. Okay, do the other side as well. Okay, so we're good there. Let me see, larger ones, might as well use it. Perfect. Let's see, do I want to do this way or this way? Let's do a longer way. Let's see. Okay. And I'm going to place these on just, well, I'm going to say like as stickers, but you'll see what I mean. I'm just going to use my transfer tape for sure. But I'm going to do it one at a time as opposed to placing all of my design all down at once. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just maybe do one here. That, do one here. There's no rhyme or reason to where I'm placing them. I am just being haphazard with it wherever I feel it wants to go. Maybe one there. Okay, let's do another one here. Oh, pink wanted to come up too. Okay. Let's see here. Maybe we'll do one wrapping. Let's see. Can I do it like this? Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, perfect. Oh, okay, so that one wraps really nicely. Let's do one maybe wrapping here. that. Just press it down with my fingers. Okay, let's see, is this one gonna come up? There we go. Okay, press that down better, and I've got 2 left. Am I going to use them? You know what, might as well, right? Let's see, maybe do one. Maybe I'll do one at each corner. Let me see, can I do that? Oh, good, okay, good. So I'm gonna leave that kind of hanging off for a moment, and then I will do the next one here, like that. All right. Perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this back. Get my little drawer, put it back in the drawer. Okay, so now, do I want to wrap it? Or, you know what, no, I think, well, let me see. You know what, no, I don't think the wrapping method is going to work, only because, let me show you how it goes. We have like lots of dips like that, so I'm not even going to try it, not a problem. I'm going to go ahead and just bring in my little True Knife control and a little self-healing mat, and we will get that all fixed. Okay, I've got my little Cricut self-control knife, and I've got my little self-healing mat here, and we will just cut this like it's nobody's business, right guys? Okay. So that was a very easy remedy. We will put this back. And there's our little container. How cute is this? I absolutely love it. So this here, I'm going to use it in my dresser drawer. I have one drawer where I have like lots of hair stuff, like scrunchies, hair ties, pins, headbands, things like that. I'm thinking that this container is going to be for just my hair ties, not my scrunchies, because those are fabric, but more of like the hair ties to put my hair up in a ponytail. I thought this would be really pretty for that. That way I can keep them all nice and contained. Great! Another project done, and I am just flying through these. I'm so excited. Okay, let's look at our list and see what else we have to do. Okay, next up I have a few projects that I'd like to get done. I'm currently in the process of switching over stuff from my current purse over to another purse. It happened to be my daughter Sammy's backpack, which I felt kind of funny in a way wanting to use it, but then it's like my way of having her close to me. So I'm going to be switching over to that shortly, and I just needed a few things just to kind of help kind of tie it all together once I move everything over. So one of the things that I needed, and all of these I picked up at Hobby Lobby recently. I'll place the Hobby Lobby haul that I recently did down below in the video description in case you could want to go and check that out. But I found this cute little case that I thought would be perfect for my hair ties. I always have hair stuff in my purse, probably like you guys, right? So I thought I would do that. And then I have these 2 large pouches that I thought I could use in there to help kind of organize and sort within the backpack. Now, I was going to use one for my books, or rather book, that I'm currently reading, which is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah Maas. I know that this whole collection, I forget how many books there are in the series, maybe 5 or 6. These were like all the rage a while ago, and as usual, I'm late to the game, but I just recently, the last few months, I picked up the entire series. That way I could go from one book to the next, and I don't have to wait to go and pick it up. I could just pick it up and just start reading it right away instead of waiting to go and purchase it from the store. So I am about 3/4 of the way through, and so far I love it. And whenever I am out and about, I always carry my book with me. That way, in case I have a few moments to myself where I can read, I do so, like at doctor's appointments and things like that. As you're waiting to be called, I pull out my book and I start reading. Now, so that's originally why I bought it, but when I brought it home, I noticed that it's too big for this particular pouch. So I do need to find another book pouch, so I'm on the hunt for that. But in the meantime, I thought that I could do my monogram on these and then figure out how I'm going to use them afterwards. So let's go ahead and get started. We will start with doing the little one first. And like I said, I already cut and weeded out the design. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So I just want to make sure that I am cleaning the side that I want to add my vinyl to. There we go. Okay. Let's add our transfer tape. I thought this was such a cute design and absolutely perfect for what I wanted to use this for. Okay, let's see, put this over here for now. Like that. Pulling up slowly because I have lots of little pieces. Does this have a nose? No. Oh my goodness, is that not the sweetest? Okay, and then because I'm me, I had to have a little pink bow. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Okay. Lift this up carefully. Let's see. There we go. Here we go. Lay that down. There we go. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Seriously? Stop. I think this is now the cutest. I don't know which one is my favorite project this session. I love this one. So this is going to be perfect for my purse to put all my hair ties in. Alright, so there is that. Let's go ahead and work on now my monogram pouches. projects came out so cute. Absolutely love it. And it's going to work out really well with my new purse situation. So, okay, 3 things that I can tick off the list. And we are getting a lot of stuff done. I'm so excited. All right, let's see what else. Okay, next up for our project, I thought I would modify this plastic cup that I recently got from Hobby Lobby. I had to throw on a sweater because, believe it or not, it's really cold here. Okay, so I have this, and I really actually wanted a glass cup, but I couldn't find any, so I ended up picking up this one, which is fine. And what I did was I went ahead and I cut out just some flowers and some little white flowers with pink middles. And you'll notice that I have 4 sheets only because I did the top half is obviously a little bit bigger than the bottom half, and I did this more as a cup wrap. So let's go ahead and get this all taken apart. See, and then give it a nice clean. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and give this a really nice clean, and I am going to be cleaning all over since it is going to be wrap, and it is going to be on the top and bottom. And here is something that I really rarely see is the seam of where they kind of put the 2 sides together. I've never really seen that before. And let's see, I'll bring in the largest piece. And let's see here. Okay. 4. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use my flowers first, and just to make sure I've got the larger one first. So I will do the top first. Let's see here. Okay. Just going to expose a little bit. Whenever I have larger or longer designs, I like to do it this way where I expose just a little bit so it's not falling on top of itself. Like that. Just pull. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and burnish this down. Back side. Okay. Let's see. Beautiful. Came off like butter. Like butter. Oops, what am I doing? Okay, let's see here. You know what? I am going to, because I have so much extra on this side. Okay, let's see here. Remove some of that. Okay. Just up like this. Let's see, is that gonna work? Okay. Just keep wrapping. That, like that. Oop, looks like I'm a little bit off on this one, and that's okay. Like that. So I have an extra one here, should I need it. Okay. let's go ahead and burnish this down really well. And let's go ahead and remove the transfer tape. I was going to lay down the second one, but let's see, I'm just gonna go slow. Now I did make sure I didn't want to have like the flowers be everywhere. I did want them a little bit more sporadically placed. Okay, so there's that. Let me go ahead and just bring in the bottom part like this. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and burnish this down really quickly here. And that's the beautiful thing about these types of projects is, like, honestly, you can just cut the transfer tape and place it wherever you want. And if it does go down a little bit askew, that's okay, because you could just cut it and put it down and it will come off just as perfect. Okay, so there we go. There's that one. And then let's go ahead. I feel like I'm manhandling this cup a lot. Alright, let's see. Very gently. I don't want to scratch the plastic. Okay. There we go. Little by little. There we go. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Okay, now let's go ahead now, since here's the thing. I am going to cut this a little bit because since I have placed this down kind of in little sections, I think it's going to be better for me to cut these into little sections as well. Oops. Let me just move this over. I'm going to cut these down a little bit because there is a lot of empty space. There we go. Okay. Let's see, I'm just going to grab some transfer tape that I was just using. There we go. Okay, I'm going to push these all off to the side here for a second. There we go. And. Okay, so let's see here. Let's start off with these little ones. There we go. And we'll just add these all the way around. Okay, I think I have added the middles to everything. Yep, okay. Let's just put the top back on. This is just such a sweet little simple design just to brighten it up a little bit. And what I love about this, now this I will only hand wash. I won't throw this in to my dishwasher because it probably will melt and it'll come out as one little ball. But what I really like about these types of things is that I can remove the vinyl and do a whole new design should I want to. All right, there is another project done. Time to cross it off. Let's see. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get a few more projects done. Okay, next up I have this little shelf that I picked up recently from the Target dollar spot. I love that it folds and compacts so that when you're not using it, it is thin enough that you can store it away and it's not gonna take up too much space. But this is what it looks like. So it has its white metal legs with its bamboo wood top. Now the one thing I will kind of make mention is that just be careful that when you pick it up, just open it up and place it down on something because this one tends to wobble. I'm not sure about the other one. I did pick up two. I don't know about the other one, but I mean it's not a huge deal, but I do want to make mention of that. Let's see here. Okay, so I got sidetracked by my phone. Okay, let's go ahead and clean off my blank and then we'll add some transfer tape and then we can get to applying. All right, so rubbing alcohol as usual. Clean it all up, and this is gonna be an edge-to-edge design. Okay. Alrighty, and let's go ahead and get this placed on. Now, because this is larger, I am going to expose just a little bit on the side. Move that. There we go. Okay. And there we go. All right, let's go ahead and burnish this down. I'm loving this pink by Tech Wrap. Their pink is just so pretty. I've been really loving Tech Wrap's vinyl. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and do the back. Okay. Okay, let's bring back in our blank. And this one here, I don't need to worry about which side is the top or bottom. Go, just going slow. Okay, let's go ahead and burnish this down really well. Now the one thing as well that I want to just kind of make mention is that you know that I love to do these designs, but also take it up, like the designs after a while, take it up and, you know, put down a new design. I just love that. It does definitely save on crafting costs, but the reason that I mention it is because sometimes the wood is soft, so that when you are burnishing it, your design down, it kind of leaves a little imprint. So you just want to be careful that when you're doing that, when you're burnishing, not to burnish down like so hard that it's going to leave an imprint in your wood, if that makes sense. Unless you know that for sure you want to lay it down forever. Otherwise, I would go just a little bit easier. Okay. Oh, God, okay. Perfect. let me just put this down real quickly here. Oh my goodness. That just looks so sweet. It's so delicate and soft that it's not kind of like in your face. If I would have used maybe black or gray or white, it would have been, I think, a little bit more in your face, but I love the subtlety of this. Very, very pretty. Okay, so there's another project. Let's push it off to the side, and we're going to keep on going.